All right, what's up, y'all? I just wanted to preface. I didn't feel like editing and adding this on to the video, so I'm just gonna make this quick video to come out before the video that I got coming out. So I did some ball joints on my truck, and plenty of people have shown how to do ball joints on that body style Ford. However, I nobody's ever shown a 1-ton truck. And the procedure overall is not that different. The difference is parts on a 1-ton truck are way heavier than parts on a half-ton truck or quarter-ton. So you're gonna see me basically take the knuckle off with the hub, the brake rotor, and everything still on. The reason why I did that is because I didn't want to disturb the ball joints. Plus, not the ball joints. I'm sorry. I didn't want to disturb the inner and outer. What am I trying to say here? Bearings. I've been doing too much. Yeah, I didn't want to take the bearings loose and have to deal with all that grease. The job was dirty enough as it was because my truck needed ball joints, and the person before me, the ball joints weren't necessarily bad, but the boots and everything was bad, and they were greasing it, and that was keeping them from actually going bad. They had a little bit of play in them, so they were on the way out the door anyway. But greasing them was helping. So basically it was a lot of grease in there. You could tell this used to be a farm truck, by the way, because that's how farmers usually do. They grease their equipment. So that grease is cheaper than parts. So if you keep stuff lubed up, it lasts a lot longer. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. The job is dirty enough as it is, without having to deal with bearings and turn around and cleaning out the bearings and repacking them and doing all that if you're going to do the job correctly. So instead of taking all of that loose, I took it off with the hubs, the brake rotors, all that stuff in place. So that whole knuckle and hub assembly is over 100 pounds. So I'm telling y'all right now, if you do this job, if you don't have somebody to help you, I had somebody to help me lower my hubs down once I got the ball joints released. If you don't have somebody to do that, put a jack up under it or put something up under it to support it, because once you take that lower ball joint nut off, if you do it the way I did it and everything else is loose, it's coming out of there. Gravity will bring it out of there. So, and you don't want that falling on you or on someone else. Okay, so I just want to let that be known. Because like I said, everybody that I saw doing this was doing it on F-150s. I didn't, and the F-350s that I saw were not dualies. Or they were doing it on a 4x4 truck, which the axles are different in the front. Mine has an I-beam axle. So if you're looking for how to do ball joints on an F-350 dually with I-beam axles in the front, meaning it's not 4x4, then this the video for you. Because like I said, I think just about every other iteration, but I didn't see those other ones. Look at you. Look at my supervisor. Say hey, Garfield. Say hey. You want to go over there and kill that bug? Go ahead. So yeah, that was number one. Number two, forgive me, I lost quite a bit of footage. I had some issues. Try not to let this sun be in y'all face. I had some issues with my camera, so there's some footage that I lost. For instance, I lost the footage of me actually putting the knuckle back on. I lost footage of me pushing in the lower ball joints. So I want to mention all this stuff because like I said, I could have did a voiceover and all that, but I didn't feel like it. I wanted to mention that first of all, when you do these ball joints, when you take them out, you have to take the lower ball joint. When you use your ball joint press, you have to take the lower ball joint out first and then the upper. You can't do it the other way. But when you go back to put them back on, please put on the lower first. Do not put on the upper first. If you put on the upper first, you will not be able to push that lower in. And you'll have to take the upper back out, put the lower in, and then put you want to know how I know that? Because I did that on the passenger side. The side that I didn't film. So I want to save y'all some time on that. Let me see what else do I want to say. When you're taking them out, one thing that I forgot to show was me taking the C-clip out that you need that snap ring pliers for. Make sure you take, it's only a snap ring on the lower, there's only a snap ring on the lower ball joint. There's no snap ring on the upper ball joint. So lower ball joint, take your snap ring out first. If you try to push it with the snap ring, it's not going to come out. I also wanted to mention that if you can get the Mevotech TTX ones, they only have that for the uppers for my truck. If you have the 4x4 truck, you can get them with the uppers and the lowers. Those are superior to me. They actually come with a little sleeve that fits their ball joint perfectly to use on your ball joint press. If you pay a little bit more money, you can get them on Rock Auto, you can get them online, you can get them on Amazon, you can get them on eBay. But if you use that one, I feel like you get a much better product, and plus it comes with the tool. You can press it in a lot easier. You can use the El Cheapo ones and just use the stuff that comes with your ball joint kit, but they don't quite sit on the ball joint perfectly the way these do. And so I just kept the little tool that came with it, so if I ever have to do them again, I'll have them. What else? I got the ones with the grease fittings. I prefer having grease fittings so that I can grease my stuff. I prefer serviceable ball joints. The non-serviceable ball joints are cheaper, but you can't grease them. So when they're out of grease, they're out of grease. And when they're not lubricated, metal on metal is going to wear out. That's up to you. Choose what you want. This job overall was not that bad. So if you're wondering, is it a hard job to do? Is it a bad job to do? No, it's not that bad. Take your time. Go step by step. Be careful. You can get it done. No problem. It took me, on the side, before I had ever done it, it took me like an hour and a half. But I had all the tools. I had everything I needed. Once I got on the other side, it took me an hour. So I would say if you've never done it, you have no clue what you're doing, 2 hours. If you've done ball joints before and you kind of have a clue what you're doing, or if you've done them on this kind of truck before, I'd say an hour. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to preface this by saying. I can't think of anything else. Like I said, bear with me. I lost a little bit of footage, so some things kind of jump around, but it is what it is. Like I said, I was having a SIM card. I'm not SIM card. SD card issues, and it is what it is. But, and I also wanted to say this. I want to say thank you to everybody getting me to 600. Y'all share the videos, like the videos, whatever. And so I can be at 1,000, so I can at least make this channel be monetized. I'm probably not gonna get that much money off of it, but I do appreciate all my new subscribers. I appreciate the people who watch. I appreciate the people who comment. I appreciate the people who ask questions. I do try to respond to questions that I get as much as I can. So yeah, thanks to y'all, and I hope y'all enjoy the ball joint video.